Wanted to share something with you real quickly. I was studying today and was reading about Jeroboam. To go over this quickly, King Solomon had sinned against God and took wives and began to worship other gods. The prophet Ahijah came to Jeroboam and told him that he would be king of Israel, when the kingdom would be split, Judah and Israel. And moving on, Solomon died. His son Rehoboam became king. Jeroboam was then made king of Israel. I'm skipping a lot, but in this, Jeroboam began to think in himself that if the people go to Jerusalem to worship, or specifically to the Temple Mount, and they begin to worship, that they would, by going into Judah, would decide that Jeroboam should not be king anymore. And they would go back to Solomon's son Rehoboam. And so he decided to make golden calves. The Bible says he took counsel. He made golden calves, put one in Dan and put one in Beersheba. Or rather, not Beersheba, Bethel. And so what happened is that Jeroboam's problem, if we take this into a spiritual concept, is God had made him king. God had put him into a position. God's plan had been revealed to him. But he did not trust God with the details. He did not trust God to keep him in the position. So when he saw opposition to the position that God had given him in the beginning, then he faltered and used his own knowledge, wisdom, his own ideas, and he caused not only himself to sin, but he caused Israel to sin. So be very, very careful that when God puts you somewhere, when God puts you in a position, when God puts you in a place, that you do not begin to look at the circumstances and make decisions yourself. Because when you do that, it can not only make you sin, but those that are following you, if you will, sin as well. Don't be like Jeroboam. When God puts you somewhere, trust God to work out the incidental details, because he will. If Jeroboam would have followed God, in fact, God gave him the promise that if you will follow me like my servant David, I'll make you great. So with that said, just wanted to share that with you. God bless you.